Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to say, none of the crashes that you will see in this video are fatal.
At Thorsport, here they come into the tri-oval.
Gotta stay bottom lane.
Rhodes in the lead. Wreck to the outside. Rhodes still there, trying to hold off. And the yellow and the checkers fly.
And Rhodes is ahead here, though, Vince.
Yeah.
Like, that's crashing. They're crashing. Is the yellow out?
And remember, it's not the caution flag waving. It's when they flip the switch to turn the lights on. See Nemechek and Friesen both sliding through the infield tri-oval grass.
DiBenedetto was ahead of Rhodes, whether or not they deemed he had gone below the yellow line to get ahead of.
Down on Talladega Super Speedway, aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. And out front, it's Eric Jones. Big wreck back there. That's Harrison Burton in the 21 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. There was a third line forming, and it looks as though guys were indecisive if they were going to jump into it or not.
Almost all the wrecks right there, that's where it starts. Almost all of these wrecks start from being pushed.
Joe Logano also involved in this in the 22. You see right there.
Is Kyle leaving the car?
He had been cutting it. Big.
Casey Kane gets turned around. Greg Biffle involved. Mark Martin is there. No caution has come out. They're going to let him race back as Birdie piles in, and now the caution.
6. You knew that was going to be big when you saw the 9 coming back across the racetrack.
Here's what happened final lap.
Casey, and I'm going to put a big block on him, and that's what it was.
Oh.
He put and man, once you get that grass, you're done.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a hit, man.
Wow.
That was a hit.
That was a hard hit. The 16 and the 5 just drove into the side of the 9, had no place to go. The Mark Martin and Biffle took the hard hits right there. And then you see 24 come into it.
Just follow in a row. That's all we're going to finish here.
That's Mike Wallace in the 7 car, Stephen Wallace in the 66, and David Stremme in another car owned by Rusty. Oh, we got a spin. It's a tap from Wallace.
Right behind you.
Oh, the big one in turn 1, heavy contact, cars in the wall. Stephen Wallace heavily damaged. There comes Kyle Krisiloff down. David Rudiman involved.
City level coming up on these guys.
We saw Mike Wallace look like he was going below David Rudiman right here, but they ran up on a slower car. Wow.
Right. Man.
That's Kevin LePage's 61 that Carl Edwards went up across the back of. And then it all broke loose behind him. Car slipping and sliding.
That's a big deal. Now the Haley in the middle.
Oh!
Contact
ran
that
around into the wall. The 14 goes around as well. Ty Gibbs also. The big one happening again. The caution comes out.
Yeah, I feel like that started with the 98 of Riley Earps trying to push. We have to go back and watch it. Each other on the outside lane right there. Just get another shot, but I just feel like that 98 car who was in that previous wreck and he was started up toward the front. It seemed like a lot of pushing going on.
Johnny Sauter, he won at Daytona earlier this year. Can he do it again? They wreck behind him. They're rolling behind him. Now the 88 spins. Thorsport is going to win. It's going to be Johnny Sauter that will get the win, but they wreck behind him.
Matt Crafton has not got to the start-finish line yet.
And they're still wrecking. Crafton does slide by the start-finish line. The 32 of Miguel Paludo was upside down. It's on fire now. They came into the tri-oval, and this happened.
Yeah, those guys behind had so much momentum coming. Miguel Paludo was pushing the 4 of Jeb Burton and just pushed him sideways right into Kyle Busch.
And Kyle Busch slides down and he hits the inside wall right there.
That truck hit hard on the inside wall. Broke the wall.
Daytona 500. That's like back in your era, Jeff. Oh, no. Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24 is on his side.
Look at what I said, Clint, about 21 cars. I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars. And his teammate, Christopher Bell, now that's going to get him to the rear bumper.
Big shot.
Oh, yep. He just got over on that right side.
I can tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends.
That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you.
And there goes the 9, turned on the restart. And a big crash going into turn 1.
That was not ideal. I didn't see that coming.
Restart, first overtime.
Spin the tires on the 1, or Sam tried to time it and went a little early and it slowed down and then tried to go again, and that's obviously, as you know, an easy way to get your tires spinning, kind of.
Oh, Jimmy! Contact!
And around goes Menard into the wall.
Come on high, clear, all clear.
Big wreck. Well, I'm just wondering, did that suck the back into the car around on Menard? Or
Into him, I think he made a miscalculation there.
yeah, Menard comes off the wall a little bit, but just you know, a misjudgment, and made contact, turned him around.
Look at all. I mean, look at that. That's a wad of wrecked race cars.
And this driver was able to
Back straight away. Is clogged, completely backed up. And it started with Kyle Busch sideways with another car blocking the entire back straightaway.
Oh, I see Alex Bowman in that. Reese on fire.
Busch is in it.
Alex Bowman, what a difference a caution can make for all these teams.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to go to the inside of the 17 of Chris Buescher. They make contact. Boy, Buescher gets loose and comes down. I don't know if he intentionally tried to come down because he was upset, but boy, look at that parking lot after that.
Brad in that one again.
Stewart's trying to squeeze in there.
See that hand?
Shoving to the bottom.
See that hand? He just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes. No,
There
he turns him.
He turns him.
Busch in the
Oh,
wall.
my
Here
God.
comes Stewart to the checkered flag. And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
They're still hitting hard.
Trouble.
But did they not wreck?
No, they're wrecking. Suarez to the inside along with Newman. Cars piling up to the outside and all the way across the track.
Was that?
They're still wrecking.
Oh, McMurray's involved. Got Chase a little bit out of shape. He went to go inside there, and Chase, I don't think he had anything he could do. It just almost turned him.
Well, when the
cars come shooting across to the inside of the track. Watch this 31 of Newman do a whole lot of agricultural racing right here.
Wow. Like snow plows.
But yesterday we saw a mechanical problem that caused the big one.
Right, Johnny Sauter running fourth, cut down a tire. Trouble, turn 1. Hard, a car in the wall, and spinning down to the bottom. There's going to be 10 or more cars involved. Johnny Benson.
Darrell, I believe the 12 car, Ryan Newman, looks like he was out of shape, maybe starting to get loose by himself.
And Newman almost flipped over.
Remember, he had that hard crash at Daytona where he got on his roof at back in February.
I can't imagine that there wasn't some.
Look at this move by Junior at the white flag.
And Tony Stewart gone with Junior.
Coming with you. 20's with you.
Labonte blocks Bobby Hamilton.
Cannot believe the Toyota.
Oh, contact! Bobby Labonte's over. It's the big wreck on the final lap. They're racing back for the win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart are side by side. This is for the victory as Jeff Burton gets in the middle of it. At least 10 cars involved in the wreck on the backstretch.
Sideways, you just try to hold the steering wheel straight and get through it somehow.
Rode the roof the whole way. Never flipped over. Just on the roof, and that's how it rode the whole way down the backstretch. Hard crash for Benson there. Mike Wallace. There's Rusty Wallace in the grass. Ricky Craven